For years, Joe Rogan has stuck to one unbreakable rule: he does not commentate on UFC events outside of the United States. Rogan's voice is missing from the booth no matter how big the card is or where it is. But Ilia Topuria might be the one to change that. With the talk of a possible fight against Islam Makhachev in Spain, Rogan is ready to break tradition. And that doesn't sit well with a UFC legend who has his eye on the job. On his YouTube channel, Michael Bisping couldn't help but express his bittersweet reaction to the JRE host's decision to travel to Spain. Joe Rogan said if that fight happens in Spain at the Bernabeu Stadium, Joe Rogan would go to Spain to commentate on that one, he said. I was like, you bastard, I might get that one. But no, it will be Joe Rogan, and that would be a fight to travel for. The former middleweight champion was not angry but simply honest. Who could blame him for feeling a little envious amidst his admiration? After all, calling a historic UFC event in Spain, particularly inside Real Madrid's renowned stadium, is a once-in-lifetime opportunity. And Ilia Topuria is making it happen. The undefeated champion not only defeated Charles Oliveira at UFC 317 but also finished him in the first round, igniting a dream matchup with the Dagestani. With the UFC reportedly targeting a stadium show in Spain, the possibility of a global extravaganza is closer than ever. That's why Rogan's words made such an impact. I might have to go to Spain. I've always wanted to go to Spain anyways, he said on air. Islam and him in Spain, come on. It was a rare glimpse inside the UFC commentator's excitement, the kind that defied his personal rules and our expectations. For him to consider calling an international card again proves how important this possible fight has become. Not only for fans, but also for those behind the microphone. So, as the world waits to see if Dana White will book Topuria vs Makhachev in Spain, a smaller fight takes place behind the scenes. A fight not between fighters, but among commentators. Bisping had his heart set on it. Rogan may take it. And if the octagon lands at the Bernabeu, it won't just be El Matador fighting for history. It'll be history calling itself. But will we really get a Bernabeu fight? As Michael Bisping braces for his dream assignment to go to Joe Rogan, it turns out the JRE host may not need to pack his bags just yet. The excitement surrounding a historic UFC event at the Santiago Bernabeu may have piqued people's interest, but Dana White believes it is still a dream that needs time to develop. In his post-fight press conference, the UFC head honcho made it clear, Spain is not happening right now. And the reasons extend beyond logistics. Journalist Rodrigo del Campo Gonzalez shed light on the stadium's current problems, showing that the Bernabeu, despite its gleaming upgrades meant for more than just football, has major permit issues. Apparently, after hosting a few high-profile concerts, the venue was fined over €2.5 million due to noise complaints from the adjacent neighborhood. Now, it appears that the city is hesitant to approve any non-football activities, let alone one as explosive as a UFC event featuring Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev. For the time being, Rogan may have to settle for watching El Matador from a stateside booth. Spain's ambition lives on. But it must navigate bureaucratic hurdles. Whether it's noise rules, timing, or local red tape, the Spanish-Georgians' homecoming will have to wait. And the octagon will hunt for a new landing spot in the meantime.